again. I play for the Phoenix Suns. Today we're going up against the Brooklyn Nets.
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest. I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And now be ready.
Phoenix. I'm trying to get a team a title. You know, I'm a 73 overall now. I went from a 55 to a 73 in a month. Most people are like an 88 probably already. Not me.
A night view of the East River set against the bright lights of New York City. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Phoenix, they won that game against the Raptors.
He has 70 overall.
For Lopez, Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for and Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Phoenix also making some changes. Baller, he's checked in for Alex Len. John Moore comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Booker in for Warren. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Baller is out there with John Lewis. And it's Booker in at the 3 slot. Phoenix shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
We're only down by 4.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
I know, right? They can't guard me.
Facing.
Brooklyn leading by 4.
I like it on.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bledsoe dishes to Freak.
Oh, come on, I should have got
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knight. Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for the Suns.
Like, this decade, he's been getting posterized, been on sack before. He's just
Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against Detroit.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Shot clock at 3, and Sloan kicks to Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Robinson misses. Suns trail by 4. Feeds the Bledsoe. Rebound, Brooklyn.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Fires the 3, and that one's good.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Oh, come on.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Right.
And the shot
Pass
no
the
good,
ball.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
The feed to Sloan.
Coming off the bench, I already got my first 2 points. Look at Sloan.
The dish to Reed. Tries from 10. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And he gets it to go.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Robinson, that's good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Booker, and that's a foul.
We still made the first.
That's his first foul.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Shane Larkin's checked in for Donald Sloan. And Phoenix also making a switch. Rice is checked in.
If I get this steal right here, I'm taking it coast to coast. I'm good.
And stolen by Freak. Intercepted. Reed the pass to Larkin. Rejected by Baller.
Larkin is not.
Goodwin kicks to Freak. Price dishes to Freak. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
To the left wing. Here's Bogdanovich. Drills the three-pointer.
Why do they keep leaving dudes
Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Baller, and he banks in the layup. Here's Larkin, looking for his first basket still in this one. A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game.
I don't know who to stick.
Reed a screen on Price. Larkin kicks to Reed. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
Price, the pass to Baller. Man, oh, man.
He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they loved it.
We should as well. No doubt that will be one of the plays of the year.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Suns have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. He's off on the second, but he recovers it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Thank you for telling me. I'll be right there. Yes,
kicks it to Weems. Clock at 6.
Good.
Phoenix needs to get off a shot.
They post-surprise!
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
I thought it was going to be like, he got it.
And we reached the end.
Come on, let me see the phone.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
What you mean with doing me? Oh, here we go.
It was definitely a hard decision.
Mom, don't do that.
I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and
Mom, stop.
just the whole college experience, you know. But
Stop.
on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait?
Okay.
And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Huh?
Well, with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
Okay, it's 37-46 now again. Let's go.
Nets
I got to
leading
beat
by
for
9.
my teammate great again.
Nets were the hottest team and story a few years back, certainly, but last season they were put up for sale, surprisingly to some, Clark, midway through the year.
Yeah, that was odd timing given the new arena and rebranding. I mean, you would think after all that effort to rebuild the team, you would see it through.
Now let's take a second to bring up our rookie leaderboard for a glance at this year's top first-year free throw shooters. Well, you look at Booker, second in the NBA, so great from the line.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And it's hard to score in this league as a rookie. The charity stripe is one place where you can get some easy points where nobody's on you. And he's learned to take full advantage of that.
And for the Nets being put up for sale, a big part of it was they were a team that was supposed to compete for titles. And since the move to Brooklyn, they have had trouble going deep in the playoffs.
Sloan, and that's a foul called on Baller. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
I don't. I only got 2 fouls. It's the second. Not even the second half. This is the second quarter. This is the first half.
And Jack kicks to Robinson. Here's Bogdanovich. He had 27 points last game. Young from outside.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Jack.
I play for the
Here's Sloan. Good.
Why is he always wide open?
Sloan's got 5.
You guys suck. I'm getting traded
you know, with
next
Brooklyn,
year.
I don't think anybody wants to take over a team in a rebuild mode. I mean, that's what the Nets seem to be looking at for the next few seasons.
Night.
They had
I hope you get posterized by DeAndre Jordan
some of their
again.
decisions, unfortunately, came up short.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Reedy's checked in for Brooklyn. Goodwin's checked in for the Suns. Price comes in for Knight. The Nets making a switch here. Larkin's checked in.
Shane Larkin, you suck.
Nets leading by 15. It's Robinson, top of the key. Out to the wing. Sloan dishes to Bogdanovich, and stolen by Booker. He feeds it to Price.
Price. I got Price. Do I have to do this, Price?
From the arc.
Price.
They
Why
get it back.
do you have to do that?
And that one's good. Freak. Baller's got 12 points in the game.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second-chance points.
Larkin, the pass to Bogdanovich. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Suns trail by 15. Price kicks to Freak.
Give him the ball. Shut up. Cause this is not you, not your business.
I got myself ready for bed.
I watched your robe last night too.
Yeah, but there's no string on that.
It's okay. You're right.
My red brush is for when I get up. Hey, fatty wag. And I do my hair in the mornings before I go to school. The
Look at that. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Larkin in the corner. Robinson a screen on Price. And the
I quit. Sim. How? Just how? How? I got 10. I got a double-double in my rookie season. I'm out. I'm out. I got a double-double.